Estadio Olímpico Metropolitano in San Pedro Sula, Honduras is our site as we move on to the quarterfinal stage of the 2023 Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League. It is Motagua taking on Tigres. I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for being with us. It is a very warm evening here in San Pedro Sula. Quite a bit of breeze in the forecast as well. And it is a raucous atmosphere here at this venue as we get set for this first leg quarterfinal. And of course, as we look back at what has happened, we are in the bottom left. Of course, it was Motagua taking down Pachuca 1-1. We'll show you the highlights in just a moment. The same scoreline was Tigres taking down Orlando City. Both frantic finishes, but both of these teams who hosted their respective first legs in the round of 16 were able to get through to this quarterfinal stage. And of course, the winner will take on either Violet or Leon, and Leon has a big advantage after that first leg. But of course, what Motagua has done so far in this competition, it has been pretty impressive. They had to go on the road to Estadio Hidalgo in Pachuca. It was 0-0 after the first leg, and coming in to this cauldron in Pachuca, they were put under the quash here as they had so many opportunities, did Pachuca, but they were not able to put them away. They go into halftime tied at 0-0, and the chances would keep on coming. It was Marlon Licona who will get the start again today. He got the start in goal for Motagua on that night, but this would be the moment that Pachuca would get that first goal, and what a good goal it was. Ilian Hernandez able to give Pachuca the 1-0 advantage, but just a little bit later, there would be a chance to go to the spot and eventually win this one. Eddie Hernandez in the 89th minute able to convert the winning penalty, and it is Motagua who goes through on away goals. 1-1 was the final score, and 1-1 on aggregate. Then in Orlando City and Tigres also coming in at 0-0 into this second leg, and boy, this was back and forth. Just a frantic game overall. Both teams with great opportunities to eventually find that opener, but it would be Cordova to slot that into the bottom corner. A great take off his chest, swipes his left foot through it to give Tigres the 1-0 advantage. But there would be more chances for Tigres and a chance to put this away. Pedro Galese was fantastic in goal. And then as we got towards the end, this one saved off the line, and a bicycle kick in the 90th minute. Urchin Kara able to get this in and make it 1-1. It would be a frantic finish all the way until the end. Nahuel Guzman dropping that, and it was a chance to win it for Orlando, as Tigres, of course, was down to 10 men in that one, but they were able to go through on away goals once again. And of course, Samir, he picked up a second yellow card in that game, 90+6, which is why he is not in the lineup tonight for Tigres. Tigres contingent of fans coming south here to Honduras and San Pedro Sula. This crowd has been filing in for the last hour or so, and it is a raucous atmosphere tonight in this venue. It's not every day Motagua gets into the quarterfinal of this competition. It's also not every day you get a perennial power in CONCACAF like Tigres to come play on your home field. So we are building you up to first kick tonight. It is a first leg quarterfinal. It is Motagua and Tigres. The teams will be welcome to the field here shortly. We'll get you lineups and first kick as we build you up to this first leg.
Motagua y Tigres para el partido de esta noche de la Liga de Campeones Concacaf Scotiabank.
We are all set to go tonight from Estadio Olímpico Metropolitano. San Pedro Sula, final handshakes between these two sides as they get set to take to the field tonight. First leg quarterfinal of this Concacaf Champions League tie. And what a big occasion this is for Motagua on their home field here tonight. Welcoming in Tigres of Mexico. And time to take a look at tonight's starting 11. We'll start with Ninrol, Medina, and Motagua. They do make a few changes, including Marcelo Santos, who is suspended for this match due to yellow card accumulation. There are a few changes up top as well. Lucas Campana, he will move to the bench, but there is plenty of firepower in this Motagua side. And we'll see what they have at their disposal here tonight. Marlon Licona could be a very busy man in goal as he makes his second straight start in favor of Jonathan Rougier, who started that first leg against Pachuca in the round of 16. Our officials tonight from the United States, Armando Villarreal will be in the middle. Rubiel Vasquez is tonight's fourth official. And of course the captains, Marlon Licona of Motagua, and it is Guido Pizarro of Tigres. And of course VAR in effect for this match tonight and all Champions League matches. Alan Chapman is the VAR, assisted tonight by Tim Ford, both also of the United States. See if VAR is called upon tonight. On the other side for Tigres, Marco Ruiz making quite a few changes in lineup 4 from that second leg against Orlando. It is also the return of Andre Pierre-Gignac, who comes in to the lineup again, and all of his goals, team top scorer in Champions League with 14 is also Diego Lainez' first Champions League start for Tigres. He's made one start in Liga MX play since coming on loan from Real Betis of Spain. And with that, we are all set to go, and what an occasion this is going to be tonight here in San Pedro Sula, trying to set the tone for a return trip next week to El Volcan and Monterrey, as Tigres will host that second leg in a week's time. But for now, all the focus is here in San Pedro Sula and Estadio Olímpico Metropolitano. These fans have been waiting all day for this, and maybe a couple of weeks as well, since they were able to get through Pachuca. Got through one Liga MX side, and they do it again here. And of course, the formula was a 0-0 draw in that first leg, and then getting it on away goals in the second leg. But this is a different Tigres side. They have experience at this level, They have made it all the way to the Club World Cup final, and they are trying to repeat that from a few years ago. There's the whistle, and away we go. Andre Pierre-Gignac gets the first touch of the ball. Motagua and Tigres. And already an early foul going against Motagua. Well, that's maybe trying to set the tone here tonight, and it could be a busy night for Armando Villarreal as well. It's happening right off the opening kickoff pretty much, with the captain Guido Pizarro going down. Victor Castellanos, recently featured for Honduras in their Nations League match against Canada, gets the start here tonight for Motagua. Rafael Carioca will get this back in play. Possession immediately turned over. How many chances will Motagua get to come forward? Well, here's an early opportunity. Trying to cut this back, looking for a way in fields. There's the pass, but it was broken up there in the middle once again. This Tigres team coming in 7th place in Liga MX. They're winless in their last 5 in all competitions, just 1 win in their last 7. And Marco Ruiz was talking about the form of his team and saying, yeah, we know what's going on in the league, but we have an opportunity to get it right in this competition. This team knows they have to turn the page and kind of reset the focus, if you will, on this competition. With so much experience, having gone through this competition, they've been runners-up quite a few times, of course, winning it in 2020. Can they get over the line again, get back to the Club World Cup? Lopez trying to cut this infield. Good interplay. It's Castellanos. Early ball across, dealt with there. And Pizarro can start the clearance, but Motagua right now making Tigres do quite a bit of defending here in the early going. Of course, a change at the back with Melendez, Carlos Melendez, that is, partnering with Marcelo Pereira. With the experience of Marcelo Santos in his 33 appearances in CONCACAF competition, suspended for this match tonight due to the 2 yellow cards he picked up in each of the previous 2 legs of the round of 16. Melendez. Some time on the ball here early on for Motagua. This is played in behind, and it's Nahuel Guzman to collect it for Tigres. On the other side for Motagua in their domestic league and their clausura, 5-5-4, 19 points. They currently sit in 5th place, but they have lost their last 2 after they went on a 9-game unbeaten run in all competitions. 4 wins, 5 draws during that unbeaten run. There's Diego Lainez. Gonna play this into space, and now trying to get the cross away. It was deflected out. Nicolas Lopez, the Uruguayan, will set up Tigres' first corner kick of this match. Again, it will be Lopez to send this in, his 4th season with Tigres. His first appearance in this Champions League journey. All 4 of his previous appearances came in 2020. Lopez ready to get this in towards the near post, immediately cleared away. I'm sure Motagua has a similar game plan on their mind as to what they went through against Pachuca. And if they can get a clean sheet here tonight, it could really set up well, as it looked like Lopez may have been in an offside position there. Motagua able to get this away. We've already seen, if you want to call them upsets in that round of 16, of course, Violette, you call that one. Just what a story that is for Violette, although it was a tough night last night against Leon. They'll still have their home leg. It'll be next week. Motagua able to get through Pachuca. big things on the horizon for Pachuca in this competition. Didn't quite come to fruition. But when you talk about Tigres, they have been so successful in this competition. Their 7th appearance in the Champions League era. They, of course, won in 2020. They won in 2020, scoring the most goals. They had the most shots. They had the most assists as well. They have just dominated this competition. They've won 5 of their last 7 games in Champions League, going back to 2020, even beyond then. But when you talk about their road form, as you look at this foul, they've only won 2 of their last 10 away games, and they've never won in Central America. We will see what they can muster up here tonight against a Motagua side that is fired up, and they have been right from the get-go here tonight in the opening 6 minutes. As that long ball over the top for Eddie Hernandez runs out of play. Gignac couldn't quite get there. Swept away again. That will be a foul. Castellanos thought he got away with one there. Armando Villarreal quick to blow his whistle. Already been some nervy moments in this game for Tigres. And now it's Lainez trying to turn the corner on Christopher Melendez. He goes down, and play on, says the referee. Lainez looks like he took a pretty big tumble there, but play on, says the referee. They'll move it over to the right side now. Here comes the cross. It's too close to Licona as Lainez back on his feet. Okay to continue on here. It's Licona who made 8 saves in that 1-1 draw. It ended up being at Pachuca in the second leg. Quick throw in for Lopez. He turns it over for Tigres shirts right around him. Angulo for Lainez. Trying to cut this in. It's going to be a foul. Treverio, his first season with Motagua. He spent his whole career in Argentina. Giving it a try here in the Concacaf region. Pressure from Hernandez will force Guzman to go over the top. And we mentioned that wind. It was 17 miles per hour. It looked like that affected the clearance there from Guzman, but now it's Tigres on the move. Here comes the cross, Gignac! His header blocked down, second chance saved! Lainez couldn't get the shot away. Melendez sweeping in to get this away for Motagua. Great early opportunity for Tigres in these opening 9 minutes. There might be more where that came from, but this is turned over. Motagua looking for options. Treverio going down, and that will force Delgado just to slow the play down. Castellanos does well to keep it. Lopez was bearing down. Walter Martinez. Caught in the middle. Castellanos there to keep it alive. All of a sudden, once Tigres got players back, it became a whole heck of a lot more difficult there for Motagua. Trying to take this from distance! Castellanos wasn't far away, and he had the attention of Nahuel Guzman, who was at full stretch. Not a bad strike from that sort of distance. Just not able to find the target of goal. That is the first shot of this match for Motagua. Gignac got in a great spot. The follow-up attempt was also a great opportunity. Quickly now, it's Ivan Lopez. Delgado's calling for it. He'll get it, but later than he wanted. Another shot from distance. Not as much power behind that shot as Guzman comfortably makes the save. Again, it's Tigres coming forward. Trying to turn the corner on Decas. And that did go out of play. And it will indeed be a corner kick coming for Tigres. Luis Quiñones, team's top assister in Champions League. He has 4 assists to his name. Another look at this opportunity, and it was a good one. Licona forced into a great save there. As Lopez got his laces through it. Good power behind the shot. Now it's another chance from a corner kick here for Tigres, their second of this match. Quiñones, the in-swinger, looking for the flick. Never got all the way to the back post in Gignac. Here he is, back for Lainez. Gignac. Triverio trying to get this away. Here's Martinez. Good pressure by Carioca. Still not able to get this out. Melendez. Did take a deflection. It's a throw-in to Motagua. Ball forward, looking for Gignac. It's going to be a big battle between Gignac, Carlos Melendez, Marcelo Pereira, the 2 center backs for Motagua. They have to go quick back the other way and connect with Ivan Lopez. Reyes, and now Angulo. It's Pizarro who was cut off. Melendez steps forward and finds space now in the middle. And able to utilize it is Martinez. He'll take the shot on. Blast it out of play. A couple of ambitious efforts from distance so far for Motagua. One of them had the attention of Manuel Guzman. That one, not so much though. Tigres even coming on the road. They want to play their style no matter where they are. Delgado. Trying to turn the corner. He'll get a throw-in out of it. To Martinez and Aquino. Actually, big Quiñones just chatting things over. Guzman organizing. Long throw-in from Decas. And too far. Pizarro. Dulo down the line. It's cut out again by Christopher Melendez. For Motagua in this competition so much recently. It's been play that round of 16, get your 2 matches, and then they've been eliminated against Pachuca, Seattle, Atlanta United. This time, though, they were able to avenge that loss from a few years ago against Pachuca and get the away goals tiebreaker to put them through, but they've gone 9 games in Champions League, their last 9, without a win. And of course, both the games in the round of 16 draws, 0-0 and 1-1. They also scored 1 goal in their last 5 appearances, so trying to get on the board here tonight. Did not score against Atlanta, did not score against Seattle. The possession here early on, it has been pretty even. As even as you could get. You could probably say that for the chances as well. Here's Melendez. Back for Lopez. Ivan Lopez gets the cross away, stood up to the back post. Martinez was there, and this one is put out of play by Javier Aquino. It is a corner kick coming for Motagua, and it is their first of the match. We always talk about set pieces being so crucial in these sorts of matches. Martinez will get the first attempt here. Good whip on this, but never got it by Quiñones. Triverio. Melendez looking for an option. Finds one here. Castellanos down the line. Tried to get the return ball, but it was intercepted by Angulo, and he has room to run into. Options up ahead, Lopez, Quiñones. This one clipped over that way. Lopez will try to win the second ball. He couldn't get it clean. And now maybe it's a chance for Motagua to counter. Martinez surveying his options. Lopez showing a bit of flair and turning it back. Motagua can keep it. To maneuver into and now get it down the line. Wesley Decas has come forward. His cross rolling it in. It's Hernandez. Not able to find the frame of goal, but that has got to give Motagua some confidence going forward. Decas into acres of space. He was just a little bit behind him. Still able to get the shot away, but not able to test Nahuel Guzman, who sees that one go whizzing by the post and well wide of his post in the end. And he'll also get the crowd into this one as well. That's the man that they want to get going from a Tigres perspective. Andre Pierre Gignac, who was not able to play in the second leg. He did play in the first leg against Orlando. Here's Lainez. He was clipped. Referee wanting to play advantage here, and once Lopez got rid of that pass, the advantage was over. Martinez doing everything he can to keep it, and the last minute Motagua has to get this away. Ferrio, is he cut down? He was. It's a free kick to Motagua. The referee just pausing things here for a moment. Quick word from Jesus Angulo. Possession just about even, the passes just about even. Missing accuracy in the final third, pretty much same amount of crosses. Good showing here early on from Motagua as you look at the foul again, and this was the argument a few minutes ago from Tigres. Melendez like ripping down Lainez. cross coming forward. It was a hopeful ball. Headed clear, but Motagua right back on it. Christopher Melendez now. Trying to play through the lines. Triverio, just a bit too much on the pass. Triverio likes the idea, though. Tigres, whenever possible, trying to slow things down. Possession-based as much as they can and building forward and trying to build towards that man up top in Gignac. Battle for this loose ball, picked up by Tigres. Diving header by Pereira gets this away. Quinones back on it, he'll move it out. Tigres can work it around. All the way back to Guzman for safekeeping for now. Lainez fouled again. It's already the third or fourth time that he has gone down in a heavy challenge. Referee's just stopping play here for a moment to check on Lainez. Another look at it here. Melendez and him got tangled up. This time, though, is Triverio coming over. Is back on his feet, asking why isn't there more coming there from the referee, but he continues on, and Lainez can come back onto the field here. Lopez trying to return it where it came from. Motagua able to keep it. That's a foul on the far side. Lopez getting tangled up. Trying to help his opponent up off the turf. This time it was Martinez caught. Ruiz looking on, saying this week that we know what it's like to qualify for a Club World Cup. He said we liked that experience. Trying to recreate that again in 2023. Might have to go through another Liga MX foe if they are able to get through Motagua here in the quarterfinals, with Leon up big on Violette. Of course, on the other side of the bracket, it's mostly MLS sides in Philadelphia Union and also Vancouver Whitecaps taking on LAFC as this cross comes in. Triverio got up well for it. Couldn't connect with the cross as it's out of play. Look at it here. He may have been in an offside position had he connected with it. Diving header by Angulo. And he was caught. Free kick to Tigres right at midfield. Referee saying a handball in that sequence as well against Motagua. There it is, right off the arm of Carlos Melendez. His just second Champions League appearance. Big one to come in for. Coming in for Marcelo Santos. Chinovsky all the way back to Guzman. Had to be quick with it, and he turns it over. Delgado. Played out wide again for Melendez. This one bouncing out of play. Times this game has been back and forth, with shots flying on both sides. In these last few minutes, it's mostly calmed down from a fairly frenetic start. Gignac with best chance for Tigres. Lopez had the shot after his header. Martinez trying to come forward again. Was he tripped? He was. Referee will point back to the original contact. Free kick to Motagua, and a chance now to get some players forward. Rioja coming from behind. I think he caught him, and then that's why he ended up tumbling over. Martinez. This one headed away. It'll be another corner kick for Motagua. And they take advantage of another set piece. Be an in-swinger. Able to get good depth on this. Guzman just able to get a fist on it to punch it away. He was fouled in the process, but that was much better service than from the first corner. Put it in a dangerous area. Decas was trying to go up for it. If not for the fist there of Guzman, there's a good chance Decas is heading that into an empty net. Angulo for Lainez. Reyes again back for Guzman. Forced to distribute long. Quiñones knocks this down. Lopez couldn't keep it. And Motagua look forward again. Too much there on the pass, it's turned over, and Pizarro. Luis Quiñones. Rioja, that pivot point in the middle. Angulo. Back out wide for Diego Lainez. A good matchup between him and Melendez. Lainez trying to roll the cross in. Like an easy clearance there from Motagua. Is yet to really get into full stride here tonight. Credit to Christopher Melendez. Here he is again, Lainez. Locked down. Did that go out for a corner? It did look like it went over the corner flag, so another set piece here for Tigres. Flicked along, and the chance goes over the bar. Gignac, what an opportunity that was for Tigres. Flicked over to him, and look at all that space. That's the most space he's going to get in the 18-yard box tonight. I can guarantee you that. Not able to put it on frame, and Motagua can breathe a heavy sigh of relief. Half hour gone in this first leg. That's a foul against Tigres. Motagua have not made things easy for Tigres. Have to come in as the favorites, but based on their current form, maybe wouldn't say that. Not playing at their best in Liga MX at the moment. Here's Delgado, beating Lichnowsky around the corner. He has to put this out of play for a throw-in. Cut it in field, no foul. Here's Delgado. Castellanos lofting it forward for Lopez. Lichnowsky again has to play that. Put it out for another throw, and that Motagua takes quickly. Trying to run through about 3 gold jerseys there, not going to work out. And now Tigres can get out. And it's Luis Quiñones leading the break. He'll just decide to slow things down. Lainez. Motagua have done well to win the ball back in the middle third. You have to give a lot of credit to Tigres for being ready for that transition moment, as they have shut down quite a few Motagua attacks and slowed their progress. Abrioka, Lichnowsky. Quiñones rolls this out wide. He'll try to continue his run. Melendez comes over. It's a goal kick. Quiñones doesn't quite agree with that decision. We'll get a better look at it here. Tough to tell. Kona will put this back into play. Two good options in goal for Motagua. Jonathan Rougier, but this is turned over. Lopez couldn't find the outlet pass to Gignac. Triverio for Hernandez, couldn't connect. All the way back to Nahuel Guzman for Tigres. Out wide for Lainez. Lainez able to get this cross away. Nobody in the vicinity. Some frustration here for Tigres in this attacking third. There's Lainez again. Rolling this in. It's kept in here by Tigres. Now can they get the shot away? Lopez bouncing around. Gignac saved. Another big moment there for Tigres in front of goal. And Licona able to keep it out. Well, again, Gignac finding himself in space. Motagua's got to work on that. At some point, they're going to pay for it. Give a lot of credit to Marlon Licona, who has kept Tigres at bay so far. Little hesitation, and then the extra touch to find space there by Gignac, and did not quite get everything on that shot, yet still forcing a save out of the goalkeeper. Here's Decas. Delgado telling him to get forward. Is it off? Martinez. Delgado again. Bouncing towards the end line. Not enough on it to let it roll out. And that is off of Decas last. It'll be a goal kick. 2020 Tigres finally able to get over the mark, winning the final against LAFC. Runners-up, though, in the 2015-16 edition, the 16-17 edition, and in 2019. Finally able to get that taste of winning it. Eventually went head-to-head with Bayern Munich in the Club World Cup final, hoping for a repeat. To feel some of those feelings that they felt in 2020. Angulo's cross, it's blocked down, but it's another corner kick for Tigres. So they're starting to mount here in this first half. It's going to be the fourth corner kick for the Mexican side. Lopez. Driven ball in. Able to meet kind of a Tigres player. That's going to be a foul. Which way is it going? It's going the way of Tigres, and they'll take this quickly. Here comes the service as it's whipped in. Gignac there out wide. And the referee will play advantage after a handball. How quickly can they get upfield? There's nobody through the middle. Melendez forced into the corner there by Quiñones. Gets it away, but Tigres keep this in. And it was Quiñones coming back from an offside position to play that pass. This back line for Motagua stood strong, just like they did in that first leg against Pachuca. Go back to that game against Pachuca. In the home leg for Motagua, doubled the amount of shots, 20-10. 6 of those shots of the 20 were on target. It was Jonathan Rougier in goal that night, and he was working hard to keep the clean sheet as Melendez go all the way back to Licona. Pizarro heads it forward. Gignac. Luis Quiñones. Quiñones gets the cross away, headed down. Gignac is there. A collision in front of goal. Lopez trying to keep it alive. And now it's cleared away. Carioca blocked down. Licona got bumped there, I think, by his own teammate. Good job for Motagua just to get bodies around the ball and prevent a shot coming towards goal. Now it's Diego Lainez. Trying to get around Melendez, does get away this time. And Tigres not able to put the finishing touches on the cross. Good challenge to keep this alive by Aquino. Carioca. Schnofsky moves it along. Jesus Angulo. Again for Diego Lainez. He's got a busy man on this left side. Lainez Tries to cut this one in. Lopez was looking to get a shot away, and again, it's good defending there in the middle. That time, Marcelo Pereira able to get the block in. Here was a look at that last chance. It was a missed clearance. Licona ran right into his own teammate. Lopez was not quite able to get that back towards the middle. Just bodies flying around in front of goal. As Lainez is able to hold on to this, and he is fouled. That time it was definitely Triverio coming from behind. This has been a physical game, but it's Motagua who've been called for quite a few more fouls than Tigres. Trying to avoid Lainez, but once he felt the contact, he was always going down there. Lainez, latter stages of this first half. Both teams have had their opportunities. Maybe Tigres a few of the better chances in this game. Motagua have stood strong defensively. They have to do against this potent Tigres attack, but they were only held to 1 goal in that round of 16 against Orlando. Broken up. It's Reyes again, and Tigres can slow things down. Broken up in the middle, and Motagua could be off to the races. Hernandez, but it was broken up. And Tigres now can come forward. Reyes stepped in, and he's still up ahead of the play. Trying to track this down. Reyes, he does well to earn Tigres a corner kick. Great step by the center back, and he just continued upfield. Tigres will have yet another corner kick. Lopez again to deliver. Licona got fingertips on it, but it's smashed in. And Tigres have the opening goal of this quarterfinal. Luis Quiñones, a sweet hit to give Tigres a 1-0 lead. Another look here, Lopez on the service. Licona just getting fingertips to it, but again, it's that same area around the penalty spot. It was Gignac on the last corner that just couldn't convert his shot. But Quiñones, who is known as the assister on this team, this time he gets one for himself. And after all of that strong defending from Motagua, it is Tigres with now a crucial away goal in this quarterfinal. It's the 3rd Champions League goal for Luis Quiñones, but you have to go all the way back to the 2016-17 edition. He scored twice throughout that competition, as Lopez was fouled by Lopez. That changes things here as we get into stoppage time. This one curled in, the heads go up, it was bouncing through. And that will bring this first half to a close. No stoppage time. Referee pointing at his watch saying, yep, that's 45 minutes down here in this first leg quarterfinal. Well, Luis Quiñones able to get a late goal to give Tigres the 1-0 advantage, and that could be a crucial goal come the second leg next week. But for now, at halftime, it's Motagua 0 and Tigres 1. First half highlights from this first leg quarterfinal time. Motagua hosting Tigres. And there were some early opportunities for Tigres in this match. Andre-Pierre Gignac, his header was blocked down, but it was Nicolas Lopez who was able to force a save out of Marlon Licona. This was another great chance coming right through the middle of the field. Hector Castellanos connecting really sweetly with this one, but not able to put it on frame as it was Nahuel Guzman at full stretch. Another chance coming in for Triverio, but it was just a bit too far out in front of him. Good defending. Quite a few corner kicks in this half for Tigres, and this was a great opportunity for Andre-Pierre Gignac to find the opening goal. It wouldn't come there as he would blast it over the bar. Lainez again trying to put service into the box. It would fall for Andre-Pierre Gignac, whose shot was eventually saved by Marlon Licona. A good stop in the end, but Gignac did not get the purchase on the shot that he was hoping for. And then another opportunity. Gignac causing some havoc there in the middle. Lopez, though, couldn't get it back into the middle. And another chance goes away there for Tigres. Towards the end of the half, things would change. Licona would push this away as far as Luis Quiñones, who was able to connect with it on the first time and bury it for the first goal of this quarterfinal. And it gives Tigres a crucial 1-0 advantage as we are at halftime here. The celebration on, and it is Marco Ruiz who knows how big that goal could be, as it's 1-0 to Tigres. The stats here after 45 minutes, it's been pretty even in terms of shots, but Motagua still looking for a shot on target in this match, as Tigres have outpossessed Motagua 58-42. Well, there's plenty more Concacaf Champions League action coming up, and so is the second half in just a few moments. Getting set for the second 45 minutes of action in this first leg quarterfinal from San Pedro Sula and Estadio Olímpico Metropolitano. I'm Josh Eastern, glad to be back with you. Motagua and Tigres, Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League here in 2023 as Tigres emerging from the locker room here for the second 45 minutes and trying to add on to a now 1-0 advantage that they have here coming into the second half. And it was Luis Quiñones, a sweet volley in the 44th minute coming off a corner kick, has them out in front by a 0-0. And it is also not just a goal, but it's also an away goal, which carries a little bit of extra weight should it come to tiebreakers next week at El Volcan in Mexico. Now you feel Motagua will really have to force the issue here. They do not want to go into next week's match down a goal. Although if they do keep it at 1-0, they're still able to get one next week. Basically cancel out what Tigres has done here tonight, but there is still a lot of time between now and next week in that second leg. And Motagua want to leave it all out on the field in front of their home fans here tonight. There's the whistle and away we go. 45 more minutes tonight in San Pedro Sula. Is there a comeback in the cards for Motagua, or can Tigres hold on and carry the advantage into next week's second leg? Of course, we mentioned for Motagua, they've only scored 1 goal in their last 5 matches in Champions League. That was last week from the penalty spot against Pachuca. Here's Decas. Pushed out of play. There was no touch by Quiñones. A throw into Tigres. The shots have gone in favor of Tigres. They have 3 of them on target. Motagua has just 1. No changes as we start the second 45 minutes. Castellanos for Martinez, who cuts it back in field. Walter Martinez looking to pick out the pass. Triverio couldn't keep it. One ball forward, and that's a deft first touch by Diego Lainez. Pizarro slow things down. They'll switch the point of attack. Javier Aquino. Carioca being hounded there by Castellanos. The whistle comes, free kick to Tigres. Pull on the shorts there of Carioca. Just within the distance where they might think about lofting this forward. They try to take it quickly, but once the referee is putting down the spray, and to wait for the whistle. Lopez, one of those standing around this. It's a 3-man wall here for Motagua. Lopez. He's going for goal here. It bounces. Licona makes the save. And then he hops on top of it to end the threat. An ambitious effort from distance, but it wasn't a bad effort by any means. The short hop right in front of Licona really gave him some trouble, but he was able to end the threat after all. It was a juicy rebound, though, given up by Licona. Lopez, who's already been denied once tonight by Licona, is denied twice. Chested into the path of Triverio. As Delgado steaming forward, he couldn't keep it. And now it's turned over. Quiñones for Lopez. And now the whistle comes, and Tigres will have a free kick. It's just been that final ball for Motagua. They haven't quite been able to break in behind this Tigres back line. Szynovsky and Reyes have stood strong in central defense, limiting those opportunities. Now will Guzman, also the better goalkeepers in the region. Down the line again for Lainez. Quick ball coming centrally for Quiñones, who couldn't get there in time. Shot by Pizarro. He's trying to keep this alive for Tigres. It's Lopez who is fouled, and it's yet another free kick coming for Tigres. It is the captain, Pizarro, who's staying down here for just an extra moment. Got tangled up with Juan Delgado, just kicked out that right ankle. Gignac standing over this, and might he have his sights set on goal here? Kona organizing. Doesn't want to be caught out like he almost was last time. Gignac will take this on, the deflection off the wall. Will take it out for a corner kick. And these first 5 minutes of the second half have belonged to Tigres as they look to add on to the 1-0 advantage that they got just before halftime. Did it on a corner kick. Nicolas Lopez was able to curl in. Licona got his fingertips to it, and Quiñones put it in the back of the net. And another chance here. The 6th corner kick of the match for Tigres. For Pizarro, still bouncing around, not quite cleared, and the clearance came towards goal. Licona had to push it out of play, and another corner kick for Tigres. Some indecision there as Motagua tried to get that out of harm's way. Instead, they almost gave Tigres a second goal. Another corner kick coming towards the near post. Looking for the initial flick, it's Lopez again. Lopez, the in-swinger, and Licona comes away with it. I don't know how he was able to squeeze that, but he did, as Reyes was putting pressure on. Now the long clearance looking for Ivan Lopez goes straight out of play. And Motagua back to the drawing board and more defending in their sights here. Another look at this. Actually came off the head there of Reyes, but Licona was able to get a touch to that one quick enough just to hold on to it. Good goalkeeping in the end. Martinez trying to take that right through the middle. It's broken up again. Szynovsky. Pizarro for Carioca. Tigres will keep it. Aquino. Down for Lainez. Pizarro, hounded by Castellanos, and too much there from the Motagua midfielder. No doubt some frustration that can be shown by the body language of many of these Motagua players. Just hasn't quite gone their way tonight. Still time to change the script going into the second leg next week. Wesley Decas. Working his way through the middle was Lopez, caught there. It looks like it, and Decas will be given a yellow card. Not exactly how Wesley Decas drew that up. We'll see it again here. just connecting with the face there of Lopez. He was just trying to find some space right through the middle of the field. Not sure he did it on purpose, but he will still have his name taken. Pizarro will play it short. Schnofsky. Carioca looking for width, and Diego Lainez. Lainez start and stop. Trying to turn the corner. Melendez won't let him do that, and again it's Lainez who ends up on the floor. Lainez being helped back to his feet. He's been cut down quite a few times tonight. A little bit of contact there, but not enough for a foul. It's another corner kick. Lopez lofts it in. Reyes up for it. Got his head to it. Not enough power on the header. Collected again. Carioca will curl it in. Bouncing around. And it's a handball that will go back to Motagua. Good job on the recycle there by Tigres. Although things have not gone their way lately in the league, winless in their last 5 in all competitions, still were able to score a couple of goals in the 3-2 loss against Toluca last time out. Gignac and Lopez were those 2 goal scorers. Aside from that, they haven't scored multiple goals since that 4-2 win against Pumas, which was close to 10 games ago now. They are looking to boost their confidence in the final third, and a goal by Quiñones could set them on their way. 1-0 loss against Rayados, 2-0 loss recently against Club America. Losing to Chivas as well by 2-1. It's not quite gone their way as of late, but so far, so good here tonight in Honduras. Looks like a substitution in the offing here from Motagua. As that ball rolled in behind's broken up again. Looks like Lucas Campana be checking in here momentarily. Lainez again. Busy man on that left wing. There's no doubt been an intention here by Tigres to control this game, and they have done that through the first 11 minutes of this second half. Barely anything going towards Nahuel Guzman in goal. Motagua have to pick their moments at this point when they want to put pressure on. As Guzman distributes from the back now. Actually, will be 3 subs preparing to come on. That'll be the end of the night for Ivan Lopez. It's one of those 3 players coming off. I can tell you the 3 players coming in. It'll be Lucas Campana, Diego Rodriguez, and Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. That'll be the end of the night for Gaspar Treverio. So Ivan Lopez, Treverio, and Decas are the ones to check out. Campana in his first season with the club. Same with Juan Carlos Obregon Jr., the 25-year-old, was part of the Olympic team for Honduras and has played his entire pro career in the USL Championship, the 2nd division in the United States. Now playing his trade here in Honduras. He's represented the national team as well. Lofted ball in, it's right at Licona. As for Campana, the 30-year-old Argentine, his first season with the club after a couple of years with Marathon. And for Diego Rodriguez, his third season with the club. Just his third Champions League appearance, though, after starting his career with Olimpia. That was the last game for Motagua. 3-1 loss to Olimpia. And fortunately for Motagua, they've lost the last 4 against their rivals here in Honduras. That's a foul and a free kick upcoming for Motagua. Pizarro getting tangled up there with Melendez. Delgado placing the ball down. He might be the one to take this. There's too much there by Pizarro, leaning in on Melendez. A big moment here for Motagua. Right about the hour mark here. Rodriguez and Martinez standing around this. It'll now just be Diego Rodriguez just onto the field. And his first touch of the ball provide an equalizer here for Motagua. Lofted in, and Guzman had to touch that out of play. Taking no chances there as it was headed for the back post. Too tall for any Motagua player. This will be a good angle. Looks like that could have nestled in the top corner had he not touched it. They'll take the corner short, and Rodriguez, the service not quite there. Quinones carrying this out for Tigres. His head up, looking for options. Slide it through the middle. Lopez. It's behind Gignac. And it's Angulo who will now hand it off for Gignac. Floated ball in. This will bounce out of play. Good defending by Carlos Melendez that time. On the way back for Guzman, who had to get rid of it quickly, and he did turn it over. Delgado. His pass looking for Melendez was deflected and taken into his own half to retrieve possession. Rodriguez. There's Martinez again. Delgado. This is better from Motagua, able to keep the ball. How can they break through? It's Castellanos! He did have a shot similar to that in the first 45 minutes, though that time not able to really test Guzman. Didn't really get to run onto it either. Looked like a sub was being prepared as both managers organizing their respective sides. Tigres trying to play add-on here. Motagua trying to play catch-up. Campana able to control it. Here's Melendez. Campana couldn't keep it in play this time. And the sub will be coming on. It's the end of the night for Nicolas Lopez. Fernando Gorriarán will be coming onto the field. First sub of the night, and Nicolas Lopez will doubt, left his mark on this. He's been great on all those corner kicks that Tigres has had tonight. And had maybe Tigres' first big chance of the night, forcing a save out of Marlon Licona in the first half. And it's Gorioran to come on, his first season with Tigres after 4 seasons with Santos Laguna, where he has prior Champions League experience. Now it's Gignac. Lainez, patient. Lainez, cross coming into the back post. There's nobody there in a gold shirt. Now Quiñones putting pressure on, forcing Motagua to concede a throw-in. Carioca, good work in a tight space. Aquino. Gignac for Lainez. Lainez, again defended by Melendez, who has really made life difficult for him tonight. Again, it's Lainez. He's trying to get away from Obregon Jr. It's kept in. Pizarro, though, couldn't keep it in the middle. Good skill there by Martinez to find space. Now can he utilize it? Gonna play it into the path of Juan Delgado, and again, it was Pizarro stepping in to break it up. That's what he's asked to do deep in that midfield for Tigres, and he's done a great job of it tonight. Him and Carioca, double pivot. Guzman. Looking for Quiñones in space. Couldn't flick it around the corner. Melendez the clearance. Tigres just trying to get a bit more control over this match like they did earlier in this second half. Nice little flick to find space for Aquino. He's striding forward. Gorioran is ahead of him, trying to cut it back for Gignac. But Melendez sweeps it away. And now Delgado for Obregon Jr. Obregon Jr. lifting the cross in. There was nobody on the other side of the field. Chnofsky will win it back for Tigres. Promising there for a moment. Again, it's that final ball for Tigres, or pardon me, for Motagua. He's letting them down at the moment. Lainez. Gorioran. Gorioran deflected just wide. The substitute trying to make something happen off the bench. He found himself in a pocket of space. That deflection just carrying it wide of the post. Licona probably would have been caught out there. And it's another corner kick for Tigres. Corner kick number 9 of this match. Play this short. Quiñones gives it right back. Quiñones now receives it, rolls it in front. Another deflection will take it out, and it's now a 10th Tigres corner coming. Quinones now. It's his turn to take it. Looking for that flick. Reyes was there. Locked down, and Hernandez can get this out of harm's way. A player down, though, for Tigres. This goes all the way back. Double the amount of shots in this game for Tigres. Still just that one shot on target for Motagua. A little bit of pressure here. Schnofsky. He has plenty of time and space. Aquino. Quinones making the run. Giniac's in the middle, and it was blocked down again by Melendez. Stepping in for a big player in central defense, Marcelo Santos, who was out due to yellow card suspension. Melendez has stood strong there. Partnered with Marcelo Pereira. Quinones moves in the cross. Coming together as Giniac went down and just bounces out of play. Giniac thought he was fouled. He's trying to win Marcelo Pereira over, who will not oblige. "20 minutes to go, and Luis Quinones, his goal is the difference in this one so far. Second leg to come next week. It looks like a couple more subs preparing for Motagua. Roberto Moreira and Jonathan Nunez. Angulo all the way into the corner. And now those subs will be taken here. It'll be Nunez on for Castellanos, the 21-year-old. The other one will be the end of the night for Eddie Hernandez, the lone goal scorer in this competition for Motagua. And it is Roberto Moreira who comes on, 35-year-old Paraguayan. His 5th Champions League appearance. He scored no goals, but he does have 8 goals in Concacaf League. Lainez. Quinones tries to keep it moving. Melendez, a failed clearance. Christopher Melendez now. He'll be able to get this away. Lainez. Angulo tries to shape the cross in, comes all the way to the backside. Rodriguez had to be careful there. He does get this away, and he'll earn a throw-in. To get that just perfect, and he did. Mineral Medina, manager of Motagua. He's used all 5 substitutions now. Used him in 2 windows. Quinones. Now this trying to come back centrally, and it's cleared away. Rodriguez goes to ground, but Gorriaran picks his pocket. Trying to slip it in behind, but Giniac was blocked down. Now is there a chance on the counter for Motagua? Foot race for this. Campana. He'll have a throw-in. Drifted forward. Campana trying to attack this and keep it. He will. It's Melendez. Obregon Jr. Motagua looking for an avenue forward. Here's Rodriguez. They shape the cross in. It's Reyes to head it away. Delgado for Campana. Delgado again. Gets the cross away. The heads go up. And this is a foul against Roberto Moreira. Slight push in the back there as Lichnowsky is down. These two clubs have never faced each other. Faced each other for 180 minutes over a 7-day span. There's only 15 minutes remaining in this first leg of the quarterfinal. Winner to take on Violette or León. Now it's looking like it's going to be León after a massive victory last night against Violette at home. Gorriarán right through the middle, trying to slip in Gignac. Andre-Pierre Gignac goes out wide for Quiñones. It's Gorriarán who gets it back. He tries to square it. It's blocked out of play. And another corner kick for Tigres. This is number 11 now. Well, there's been plenty of good set-piece defending tonight from Motagua. Of course, they're only 9 of 10 ahead of this 11th corner. Gorriarán delivers. Motagua get this away once again. Trying for route one over the top. Obregon Jr. couldn't keep it. It's another foul. Tigres can take their time to put this back in play. Trying to get to the finish line tonight with an advantage that they can carry to next week's home leg. Lainez. Gignac. Pizarro will turn it back. Playing keep away, now it's flicked in behind. Lainez was looking for Gignac and that avenue cut off. Quiñones picks up the 50-50. Finds Lainez now. Gulo for Pizarro! And Licona is able to make the save. Got that one on frame. Pizarro just found a pocket of space right at the top of the box and let loose. Flicked along, Campana. Lichnowsky is there. Guzman gets it clear. Obregon Jr. tries to bring that with him. Referee says all ball. It's Aquino. Gorriarán, Pizarro, Andre-Pierre Gignac. Appeal for handball will go uncalled. Melendez trying Trying to win it off of Lainez, and this time it's Lainez doing the fouling on Melendez. That has been a battle all night on that side of the field. 2 subs to come on now for Tigres. Nicolas Ibanez and Sebastian Cordova. Looks like that is the end of the night for Andre Pierre-Gignac. Looks like Diego Lainez will also be replaced. There's now 3 of the allotted 5 subs used in 2 windows by Marcos Ruiz. For Ibanez, just coming over from Pachuca. He actually led Liga MX in the Apertura part of the season with 16 goals. A big player that they bring in for this Clausura portion of the season and Champions League, of course. Of course, for Cordova, he scored the crucial goal in Orlando in the second leg a couple of weeks ago to get them through to this quarterfinal. Of course, this is Cordova's 2nd season with Tigres after he spent 5 years with Club America, which is where he has made most of his 12 Champions League appearances. So plenty of experience coming onto the field, especially in an attacking sense here for Tigres. Cordova also getting acquainted with El Tri, 14 caps for him. Here's Ibanez. Cross coming in, it's Licona through traffic who holds on. Under 10 minutes to go now. Is there a late charge for Motagua? Obregon Jr. looking for Morera. This is kept alive. Martinez, shot blocked down. And that's it for Motagua. Right back the other way for Tigres. Gorriarán felt the contact, went to ground. Free kick. Tigres will be at home this weekend in league play against Mazatlan. Or welcome in Motagua. That game will actually be next Thursday, so 8 days. Obregon Jr. able to win this back. Now can he turn the corner? He is fouled, and it's another free kick for Motagua. At this point in the game, they'll take all they can get in the attacking third. It's another set piece from a wide position. Motagua wanted to take that quickly. The referee wasn't allowing it. Diego Rodriguez stands over it. Here it comes, right into the mixer and headed away. Crucial header there in the middle by Reyes, who has stood strong in central defense tonight. Morera was flying in just behind him. It's a corner kick for Motagua now. This one curled in, looking for Obregon Jr. Never got to him. Another chance to whip it in. Let's go up. And again, it's Tigres to win the initial header. Martinez trying to weave through the gold jerseys, and he commits the foul and will see himself into the book. pulling back. Carioca there, slowing down any attempt of a counter. Pizarro heads it forward. Ibanez, now it's slipped in behind. It's Cordova, takes him all the way to the end line. And his cross was not where it needed to be. He was almost in on goal, but that penetrating ball through just wouldn't quite sit up for him. They'll go again, and it's Quiñones. Shut down. Angulo on it. Carioca, back for Quiñones. It's flipped in behind. Pizarro, back for Quiñones. And Nunez stood strong. It's a goal kick with under 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Melendez looking for Melendez, but it's Cordova who intercepts. Ibanez, Gorriarán, back for Ibanez, saved. Tough angle on the shot, and Licona was staying strong in his near post. Push from behind, sending Obregon Jr. to the ground. Free kick to Motagua right at midfield. Here's Nunez. Space in the middle. Looking for the ball in behind. Campana tracks it down. Rodriguez tries to roll that in. He thought he was fouled. Motagua will have a throw-in. Campana. Martinez for Nunez. Here's Rodriguez. Another Motagua throw. 3 minutes to go now. This comes all the way in. Morera trying to get it back out wide for Rodriguez, and Quiñones, he just pulled up right as he put that ball out of play. And cramps. There's still one more window that Tigres is able to use if Quiñones needs a sub. This was the moment. That has been the difference so far. The sweet connection this was off the deflection. Quiñones gets his first Champions League goal in 6 years, and that will be the end of the night for Luis Quiñones. Juan Pablo Villon will come onto the field. 31-year-old trying to hold things down here at the end. Give this right back to Tigres. I hope that Quiñones is okay. Played a major role in this one tonight. Nunez. Nunez. And this is going to be a foul. Nunez's momentum took him right through Aquino. This will go back Tigres' way. Get into the 90th minute. told Tigres that you could leave San Pedro Sula with a 1-0 advantage. They would have taken that, and that's what they have right now. Motagua throwing everything they can at Tigres right now to try to find an equalizer. Give them a little bit of something going into next week. Now, they will still have to score regardless, Motagua, next week, whether it stays 1-0 or 1-1, because they'd be down on away goals. Tigres trying to add another away goal. And Pereira just not having it. Melendez. Here's Rodriguez with Martinez in support. Martinez will get the cross in. There's blue shirts up there. Melendez's header will come all the way into the corner of the box as Guzman collects it. There are 4 minutes that will be added on at the end of the 90, and a play will be stopped here. Collision of heads. Here it is again, Melendez going up for it. Diving header, looked like that was Diego Reyes. Reyes back on his feet, able to jog off. Should get a little bit more than now the minimum of 4 minutes. Drop ball, put this back in play. This is flicked along, and Licona was just able to get there in front of Ibanez. Goriaran, Ibanez now moves it out wide. Leon. Tigres just gotta play keep away from Motagua. Been doing a lot of chasing Motagua tonight. And will continue to chase this goal going into next week, it looks like. So they can pull something out here late. Cordova trying to get away from 2 defenders there. Melendez touches it off Cordova. Trying to get this back in play, wasting precious seconds doing so. Now it's turned over. Motagua knew this was not going to be an easy task up against Tigres. The team has not been in Champions League since they won it back in 2020, and you knew when they came back into this competition, they would want to try to lift that trophy at the end, get into the Club World Cup. Right now, this has been a very professional performance from Tigres. They've gotten the goal they've needed. They've kept the ball when they've wanted. Go home, it looks like, with a 1-0 advantage. Trying to close it out next Thursday night. Should get get a little bit longer than the minimum of 4, as that came right as the clash of heads happened on the other end. Motagua trying to go quick now. This has got to be their last chance of the match. They still can't keep it. The opportunities have just really petered out here at the end for Motagua. Haven't really been able to mount one last attack forward. But Tigres might. There's still 90 more minutes to go, and they want as much of a cushion as they can. It's Ibanez, and it's out of play. Leon just trying to find the space on the far side. Not a bad effort there by Ibanez. Just not quite able to get on top of that. Took a big hop off the surface. One last chance, it's Martinez. There's Rodriguez, and he was fouled. It's a free kick, a minute past the minimum of 4. Nunez play this back. The crowd urging them forward. They won't get forward. It is Tigres who have the advantage after leg 1. A dominating performance, a 44th minute goal is the difference. And they have a crucial away goal as they come to Central America and they get a big win. They've won now 6 of their last 8 games in Champions League, and they will go home to El Volcan next Thursday night with an advantage over Motagua. That'll do it for our entire crew here in San Pedro Sula and beyond. I'm Josh Eastern saying so long. It finishes after leg 1 of this quarterfinal. Motagua 0, Tigres 1.